Welcome to the Android Studio tutorials. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Today I'm going to teach you how to properly download, install install Android Studio and how to properly configure Android Studio's SDKs from the SDK managers and the SDK tools. So first of all we have to go to the internet browser and search for Android Studio. We have to download it from their official website developer.android.com/android studio/download. Is in this website there are download options that which exe file you have to you want to download. That if you are Windows users and you want to download exe file, so you can click on this link, and if you want to download zip file you can click on this link. If you are Mac user you can click on this link. As Linux user click on this link. Chrome user click on this link. Now I am Windows user, so I prefer Windows version. So I click on this, and you have to click on this agreement. Then you click on download Android Studio. It will start and prompt that where you have to download, where you want to download the installer exe. So allot it the destination and click on save. I already downloaded it, so I cancel the download and show you where I downloaded it. Here my Android Studio exe is downloaded. I will not install this because I already installed it, but I will tell you, if you I will show you how to directly go to the Android Studio and show you how to properly configure as Android SDKs and SDK from the SDK managers and SDK, which SDK tools you have to download. But once see this, I prefer that you install SSD in your personal computers, because SSD runs faster as compared to old school hard disk drive, because SSDs are much more. Android Studio is currently running, so I go to there. When you set up the Android Studio, it will start from this window. I show you from where your Android Studio start. It will show this wizard, create new project. There are a lot of activities from where you can start, but as you are a beginner, so you go with the empty activity. There are a lot of activities, but I prefer you to start with the empty activity in which nothing is created from start. Click on next. So you can also select Wear OS, TV, automotive, Android things, that on which platform on which device you want to make the uh, software. But we start with the Android mobile device, phone and tablet. So empty activity, click on next. Here you give the name of your Android device. Like I give this name tutorial, and in this package name you have to give the website name from where you have to launch your software. As per now you don't need to mention the website name, but when you work on the real projects, you must have to write the original website name before you start the project. Otherwise you will ran into a big problem, because it does not change later after creating the project. So here you have to allot the save location. And I also forgot to mention that you can install Android Studio anywhere you want to install, not only the C drive. I install it in the F drive. It is not compulsory to install your softwares in the C drive. I prefer to install in other than C drive, because whenever my Windows get crash or I want to replace window or renew the Windows, I don't have to reinstall all the software. So here I have to click on Java and this minimum SDK. This is the part where you have to choose the minimum API level for which minimum Android device you want to install the you want to make the project, that on which minimum Android version your project, your software could run. So if you select the Android 5.0, so it will prompt that 94.1% devices can run this project. And if you select the 4.1, so it will give you 99.8% of devices can run this project. But if you select the 8.1 or 9.0, so it will give the 39.5% of devices can run, because less of the people have the Android 9.0 as per they have a lesser version of Androids. So after selecting the minimum API level, I say I'm selecting 5.0. I select finish. After clicking finish, it will start our project. Now I will show you how you can configure and install or download the Android SDKs. Android SDKs are as important as the Android Studio IDE, because without Android SDKs you are unable to make project or make the software. So here are project created. You here on the second row there shows SDK manager. You have to click on SDK manager. Single click would be better. Here see on the system settings, go to Android SDK platforms. Here I only downloaded Android R preview, Android 10.0. This is not necessary that you install all the Android all the Android API levels to better run your software, better run your Android Studio. It is not necessary. But if you only install the highest API level, so the minimum API level projects can also be created and can also be run. So here I prefer you to install or download like this. First of all, click on show package details. Here it will show you that this type of that how many files could be downloaded when you click on single this checkbox. So I don't need to download Google IPs this because I already downloaded this here. If I only download Android SDK platform 30, that would be also better for me, but I am not downloading this now. But if I show you how it is downloaded. After selecting the checkbox, I prefer you to checkbox the whole of the maximum API level of your Android Studio. Click on apply. It will prompt a message like this and show you that the estimated download size, the SDK platform, that after installation how much space it requires, and how much space you have now. So if you click on OK, start like this, and if you click on background you can perform any other task. But before anything happens, I cancel this because I don't need this right now. I also want to tell you that, and before anything starts in Android Studio, after creating the new project basic activity, here a message shows Gradle sync, that importing Gradle sync must be synced before the start of any project through internet. Android Studio could not run without internet. It requires internet to uh, run with the it requires internet as well as any other thing. So after that we go to SDK tools. In SDK tools I show you that click on show package details, and see I already downloaded all the API levels I already installed. Only the API 30 is not installed in my PC. After that I will download it later by checking, simply check like this and click on apply. It will give me a message and start downloading. After that you have to download all the both checkboxes, GPU debugging tools, all the checkboxes of LLDB. You must download the whole checkbox, NDK side by side, whole. Android SDK command line tools. You can also download these Android SDK command line tools later if you want to work on a command line. So otherwise you can CMake, Android emulator, Android SDK tools, and Google Play APK expansion library, Google Play Instant Development SDK, Google Play licensing library, Google Play services, Google USB driver, Google Web driver, and Intel x86 emulator accelerator HAXM installer. After that go to SDK update sites. Here all the sites will automatically update it. So after that downloading everything. Watch the next video to learn the configuration of emulator and the Android device. Thanks for watching.